Aloha, welcome to the replay. It's about 6:24 p.m. 82 degrees. It is warm today. How's everyone doing? Look what I got today, you guys. I wanted something refreshing, something different. Hi Lewis, how are you? And so I'm trying this for the first time. Hi bro. It's like a dragon drink. It's got dragon fruit. Good morning, Steven. Welcome. And this one, it's called the dragon drink. It does have caffeine, and I guess there's two. There were two. One with coconut milk, one without. And this one is with. Actually, when they were making it, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like the coconut milk, but it actually tastes pretty good. Hi, Lena. Dragon fruit's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't drink too many things or order too many things with dragon fruit, but it was just so hot. I'm like, I want something refreshing. I told the guy, and there are 2 drinks on the wall. I said, give me one of those. Hi, Tina, how are you? Alex, good to see you. I'm good. Okay, so as you guys know, we had Tuesday off, right? So it was Kamehameha Day here. We had Tuesday off. Did we lose? Oh my God. You want one, Norma Jean? You gotta try it. It's their dragon drink, and this one has coconut milk. So Tuesday was off, so it's supposed to be like 2 short weeks, right? You had like Monday, then you had Tuesday off, and then you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend. This week is dragging. It's a dragon drink from Starbucks. It's supposed to be, it's dragon fruit. No, it was just a holiday, but usually when you have like a break, you have like shorter weeks, right? So you have a Tuesday off, then you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's supposed to be short, but it's just dragging. Dragging drinks. Hi Randy, how are you? Good to see you. It's Friday for you. Yeah, it is still Thursday, 6:26 p.m. Check out your IG. Okay, I will. I was hearing some of it on the news when I was driving home. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I tweeted you guys. I asked you guys to describe your dad in one word for Father's Day. Father's Day is coming up. So what's one word? Some of you guys tweeted me and said hero, tall. Somebody said absent. And someone else said, gosh, I can't remember now, but and I said my dad has always been very thoughtful. I know that's kind of like a general, but he is. He's like deceased. Okay, Steve. But when he was here, like your memories of him, like what would you say? Your dad's funny. My dad is generally like very soft-spoken, very quiet. He's on the shy side. Maybe that's where I get it from. Hi, Micah. But always very thoughtful. The type that like if he were coming home on his way home, he would always call and say, hey, did you want lunch or do you want this? Like just that way, always thinking about if you're going to be home, should he get you something? If you're coming over, should he get you? Just very, very thoughtful. Handyman, is that your dad, handyman? Thank you, Micah. But yeah, so thoughtful. And I think with thoughtful comes a lot of other things too, but just the basis of it, always thinking about other people. If my sisters were having trouble with whatever, he would take care of it. If they had like car troubles, he would make the appointment. He would like pay for everything. Like he was just very, very thoughtful. But yeah, it is an awesome trait. But also, I mean, dads are very funny too. Like there's a lot of great stories about dads. Hi David, how are you? But if you have any funny stories about your dad, I want to know, because dads can be pretty crazy, funny, generous, and it just like there was one story. This is not my dad, but my brother-in-law's father-in-law. Okay. He's the sweetest man, but just, you know, the common sense not always there. So he was telling us a story about how they were working on a project, like construction or like fixing up the house or whatever. So he and the stepdad went to buy lumber at the store. So they're loading it in the truck, and it's a small little pickup truck, and you know, they're big pieces of lumber. And instead of laying them, you know, in the bed facing out, right, so it's hanging over the back of the bed, he puts it this way, like in the bed, and it's on the top of the cab. And so here they go on the freeway, and what happens, right? Everything starts flying off. Lumber is flying off the back of the truck. I mean, this was like years ago, but and I know it's dangerous, very dangerous. It probably was at the time, but thinking back on it, it's one of those funny stories. Like, you'll always have that story to tell. Oh, hi, Miko. Football coach. Okay, that's your dad? Football coach. And one other funny thing about my dad is like his pronunciation. So one word he cannot say is vegetables. He says vegetables. He can't say vegetables. Vegetables. So we tell him, Dad, vegetables. He says vegetables. Vegetables. That and a mocha. When he's ordering coffee, it's mocha. What? Is that a true story? He went flying off on a piece of plywood? Can you guys hear? I have the windows down. And there's a lot of cars driving by, but it's hot. Hi, Sean, how are you? You see what I mean? It's stories like that. There's always funny stories about dads. Hi, Mark, good to see you. I have one, it's not like a funny story. You're behaving. Oh no, yeah, he says mocha. I like that, mocha. Mocha and vegetables. Funny. I don't know what I'm getting my dad. It's been a joke, not a joke, but my dad only wears white t-shirts, or he only likes white t-shirts. So every like Christmas, birthday, whatever, I get him like lots and lots of white t-shirts. Plus then he gets it dirty too, so I always replace them. But I know that's kind of boring. I can't think of anything else, you know. My dad's retired. He likes to golf, but he has everything. A lottery we don't have here. Can we get it? We don't do that here, but can we get it for somewhere else? And where would we get that? But we are having lunch. Hi, Kev. Yeah, for real. We're having lunch at my house, and we're gonna do like a poke bar. So we're gonna have like the rice, maybe like white rice, brown rice, and then we're gonna have like several different types of poke. I know, my dad is so scandalous. A white G-Shock watch, maybe, yeah, he loves his watches, but that's another thing we always get him too. We either get him watches, white t-shirts, or like jackets, because he likes to golf, so we get him like a lot of windbreakers. We are part of America, but we don't do the lottery here. I know we've been fighting for stuff like that, just because it'll also help our economy too, but Creed Aventus. I did not know you play golf. I did not know you play golf. No, my dad is not a surfer. He's just a golfer. Hi, Yuf. How are you? Seiko watches are good. Yes. Yes. I like those too. Hi, Lexi. Hey, komomai. Yeah. I don't know. He's very practical. My dad's very practical. But he's like at that point where he really has a gift card for Slurpees. Yeah, what if I gave him a stack of Slurpee coupons? But see, that's the thing too. Like, as soon as I won my year of Slurpees, my dad kind of went through this thing, like he had like pre-diabetes, so he was all scared, so he didn't eat any sugar whatsoever. So like none of us ate sugar because we wanted to kind of support him or whatever. I'm not at the beach today. I'm actually right outside Starbucks. There's Starbucks right over there. My dad's a cool guy. He's super chill. You know, he had 3 girls, so he he wasn't the pushover, but yeah, he was he had a heart, you know, for all of us. Yeah, well, we're doing lunch for my dad, so the family's coming over and we're gonna do a poke bar. They are sugar-free. Oh, awesome. Okay, so you know golf very well. Hi, Wayne, how are you? I'm thinking of Father's Day, and if you have any stories about your father you'd like to share, I'd love to hear them, because dads always have funny stories to tell. 3 girls plus my mom. Yeah, so 4. Yeah, 4 girls. Yeah, he's just very mellow. Poke is good for you. It is, but sometimes I don't always feel satisfied after eating poke, so I think I'm gonna have to get all kinds of other things to go along with it. A designer clothing brand, really? Yeah, yeah, he's very, very mellow. I mean, the only time I can remember, like there was probably one time in my childhood where my dad got really firm with me. Other than that, you know, my mom was the disciplinarian. She was the one we were all scared of. You have a serious side? No way. Your father was born in Manhattan in 1945. Okay. Well, see, Norma Jean, yeah, my dad was the one who worked. I think I mentioned this to you guys on my night scope the other day. My dad was the one who worked, and my mom stayed home with us up until I went to middle school. So once I hit middle school, then my mom finally started working, but for the most part, my dad was always gone at work. Show us your serious side. Yeah, I think I kind of take after my dad more than my mom, but I do have some of my mom's traits. You know that, you know how you just do things like, oh my God, I sound like my mom. I am the baby. Yeah, he does. He has a caring heart. He's very, like I said, very, very thoughtful. Always thinking of other people. Who can do the Rubik's Cube without pulling off the stickers? Yeah, I think I look more like my dad too. They always say the firstborns look like the dad. And I think that's true. My sister, my oldest sister, looks like my dad. Hey, Quran. Your mom was hard on you. Thank you, Yua. Wait, what? No wonder you were a handful as the youngest of 3. Oh, so you were the youngest too. Yeah, so what are you? What are you guys? Are you the youngest, oldest, middle? Yeah, without taking off the stickers, Lexi. You know, it'll never go back the same if you take off the stickers. You're the oldest. Okay, oldest of how many? So I have 2 older sisters, and they're like 7 and 8 years older than me. So every time like they reached the next stage of school, then I would come in and they would be at the next school. Like if I were in elementary, they were the intermediate. When I got to intermediate, they were like high school, whatever, beyond. So in a sense, I kind of felt like I was an only child. 3 of you, David, you're the baby too. So I never like really looked into stuff like this, but I was talking to someone and she had kind of mentioned like, oh yeah, they don't get along for whatever reason. They don't get along because like she's the oldest and she's the youngest. Like as friends, she's like, oh yeah, I don't get along with this person. Like she's the oldest child and I'm the youngest. And I thought about it and I was like, I didn't really get it at first, but I guess now that I think about it, 4 is harder. I guess I can see that, like the oldest child mentality is sometimes different from the youngest or the middle, right? You know, like how there's the middle child syndrome. So I can kind of see what she was talking about when she's like, oh yeah, they may not get along. And I was trying to look at all of my relationships with my friends and how we kind of fit together, and the ones that I get along with, where do they fall in their family? I think it's kind of true. You were the only person. Oh wow. You're the oldest. Okay. Your dad was one of 6. Yeah, my dad had kind of a big family too. I think he was one of 6 or 7 too. But for me, it's just 3 of us. And then my mom's side, she only had her and her brother. Your dad would take you out to do bad things. Would he tell mom, we're gonna do man things? Father's Day, yeah. And then my coworker was saying, oh, she was gonna get like some kind of drill for her boyfriend for Father's Day, and because he has 2 or 3 other kids. And she's like, there's no sale, no Father's Day sale anywhere, like at hardware stores. Because they were created for fathers. There is no sale. Every day is like a Father's Day there. Yeah, man things. We're gonna do man things. Don't tell mom. You taught your brothers how to be mysterious. Hi Tom, how are you? Drills are always good. Your dad takes you to New York. That's awesome. I wish my dad would take me to New York. Actually, my dad, well, he used to work for the airline, so we would travel a lot. He took us all over the place. Unfortunately, I was the youngest, right? So I was very young when we traveled, and I don't remember all those amazing places that we went to, but I certainly have pictures to prove I was there. So now I'd love to go back and visit, now that I'm an adult. And can do things on my own. Dad's like hammocks. I can't see my dad getting into a hat. Well, my dad's much older, so I think of it more of like, that's kind of dangerous for my dad. The last thing I need is for him to be flipping over. But they certainly are fun, right? I heard, Tom, I heard. Your dad always had game chickens, really? I'm gonna be messing this up while I talk to you. I do have one memory of my dad, and it's not like the best memory. Like, this is not the story I would want to like share with people, but it's just the memory. It's one memory that I have of my dad. He never did much. And I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression of my dad either, because this was literally a one-time thing. I didn't get tacos. Get your loud car out of here. I got a dragon drink. It's so good, you guys. I just hope the coconut milk doesn't mess up my stomach. Okay. So I was probably in elementary school, and we went to some kind of party, a family party. So, you know, my whole family was there. Me and my 2 sisters, my mom, my dad. And like, I was young enough to not really know what was going on. But so we're leaving the party, and anyway, long story short, my dad was drunk. And he doesn't get drunk. But I guess that time, like, my dad's a social drinker. He goes golfing. He'll have like 1 or 2 beers with his friends. That's about it. But I guess that night they had wine, and oh my God, I just remember. I remember my aunties and my uncles carrying my dad to the car, putting him in the front seat, and you know, all us kids are in the back. Oh, that's nice. And then we're driving home. My mom's driving, of course, and I remember her stepping on the brakes, and my dad flew down. I guess that was back when seatbelts weren't, it wasn't a law, I don't know. My dad flew under the dash, like underneath, and I mean, I remember it. I remember this. I don't know why. This was like the memory I remember of my dad. I guess because normally, I mean, other than that, my dad's just very normal, you know, very quiet, very shy, very normal, but I remember this. No, he doesn't get drunk. He's not. He doesn't drink like that. It's dragon fruit, Tom. Dragon fruit. Yeah, wine can hit you pretty quick. If you're not used to drinking wine, yeah, it can. You're very reserved now. Why do you think that is? Why do you think you changed that way? But anyways, it's just a memory I had, and like I said, at the time, I didn't know what being intoxicated was or drunk. You know, all I knew was my dad was just very loosey-goosey, and Dad ended up under the dashboard. And he'll laugh about it today. You know, my mom will bring, like every once in a while, if we're looking through pictures and he sees a picture at that party, you know, he remembers, and he'll laugh about it. We'll have a good laugh. But yeah, I remember it so clearly. You're same but different. What's one way you're the same? Different but the same. I think we're all same but different. Like we all have similar traits, you know, but we kind of like are modified. Adapt. Tequila's your killer. You grew up. Okay. Because sometimes, wait. Yeah, okay. I do see more of my mom in me than my dad, but okay, so when I was in elementary, my sister's teacher taught her how to do the Rubik's Cube, and then she turned around and taught me. Now, the way she taught me was like, you know, verbal instructions, like, okay, do this, do that. You guys have different traits? You had to change? Okay, let me mess it up. The only thing that's confusing about this is the red stickers kind of faded. So like this is orange and this is red. So I was getting confused at first, but like these are red that's just faded. So it's kind of confusing, but I'm messing it up while we talk, and then I'll do it. So yeah, so she gave me actual like verbal instructions on how to do it. Years later now, like we bought more Rubik's Cubes, and when I look at the instructions, I don't know how anybody can follow the written instructions. I think when I was at my fastest, I could do it in about 2 minutes. But I've kind of slowed down now because I have to remember like all the moves. But at my best, it was like about 2 minutes. You have different political views. Okay. Yes, I can solve it. I can solve it. You sort of went from a little loud to quiet, reserved, and observant. Well, that's a good thing, right? I mean, not to be completely reserved, but yeah, as you get older, you learn like, hey, sometimes we just have to shut up and listen, you know? Yeah, it's just the movements. Can you do it, Roasted Human? Oh no, let's see. Okay, I'll hurry. I'm still trying to mess it up. Okay, pick a color. Pick a color to be my top color. White, orange, green, yellow, red. Find a beach and have a massive party. I like that. Red. Okay. Okay. Ready? It's messed. This one is trashed. I tried to find the newer one. I couldn't find it, but okay, red. In honor of my dad's t-shirts, white. Okay, sorry. Father's Day, we're doing white in honor of my dad's white t-shirts. So we're gonna start with white. Send me yours, send me yours. Okay, ready? Go. This one doesn't move as smooth. I'm getting confused with the red and the orange. Oh no, I messed up. The last move. How long was that? I feel like that was really long. Took me much longer than I thought. I messed up at one point. Who was timing it? 5 minutes? Oh my god, that's so long. Oh, now it's hot. There was one part I messed up. 25. No, 25 would be so bad. So, like I said, I learned this when I was in elementary. So, every once in a while, I pull this out and do it because I don't ever want to forget how to do it. 1 year. Thank you, Kev. Is a replay where oh, now my fingers are sore. Who told me white? What's messing me up is this. See the red? The red is faded and it looks just like orange a little bit, you know? So I was like getting confused. It's time for a new one. I'm good, Sean. I was just saying earlier that I feel like this week is just dragging. It's supposed to go by fast because we had a break on Tuesday, a holiday. But for some reason, it was like, okay, oh my God, it's only Wednesday. It's only Thursday. Send me one, I'll do it for you. I love doing it. The sphere is, wait. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done the sphere. I wanted to try and learn the 4, but it's confusing. Like I said, if I have to read the instructions, I don't know if I could ever do it. Put it on my Amazon wish list. 1 more day to go. Nice 80s. Okay, okay. It's a deal, Lexi. But I love puzzles, games. I mean, you guys know I love doing actual puzzles too. Yeah, I don't know. I just love doing this kind of stuff. You can actually do it. It's so confusing. It's not Tuesday, it's Thursday. You have an Amazon wish list? I don't know if I've ever put anything on the Amazon wish list. Oh, look at these cute little dogs. Little fluff balls. 2 little fluffers. Hello, fluffers. Focus. Yeah, it's Friday for you guys. It's Friday. And I have one last app to tell you guys about. So my nephew plays this game. It's called Rodeo Stampede. So it's a kid's game. But it's basically like, you're basically in a stampede with animals. And I don't know the whole gist of it. And I guess you can collect animals or whatever. But you basically start on one animal and you're just holding down. You're kind of like navigating your way through narrow and thicker, what do you call it? Planes. Anyway, it's very addicting. I actually downloaded the game. Preparing gifts. What kind of gifts? Earth Atlantis is awesome game. Earth Atlantis. Okay, I'll check it out. I'm not like a gamer, but every once in a while, you know, I will just for fun download a game and then I kind of get hooked on it. You've seen more of East Coast. Okay. You had pizza. Midnight for you. Yeah, so it must be, what is it? 7. Yeah, midnight for you guys. Oh, cool, Lexi. Oh my God. See, I never had any of that. Like growing up, we never had any of that. No PlayStation, Xbox, nothing. So yeah, maybe that's why we did like puzzles and stuff. My mom never bought us games. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, I hope the weather holds up. Sometimes the games people play in life, the game of life. Did you guys ever play, did you used to play Life? I know, right? I never had that kind of stuff. I never had that kind. My mom refused to buy that for us. You have a Nintendo Switch. Thank you, Lexi. You guys, this was really good. I never played The Sims. sports. Yeah. See, nowadays, the kids, well, they do have a lot of tech stuff too, but nowadays, sports are so popular with the kids. You know, like every kid, well, a lot of kids here, especially, their parents put them in everything. I never cheated in Uno. Never. 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 What? I did finish it, Norma Jean. I did. SimCity 2000. Ah, see, I remember seeing people play that, and I always thought it was fun. Never. He cheated. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Sims. I always saw people playing it. But yeah, so I was saying about sports is like kids, like parents now, they put their kids in everything because everything is so competitive, you know. So kids are in baseball, soccer, I mean, they're in everything, and it just rolls from one season to the next. They're in this, and then they're taking some kind of music thing, and to me, sometimes it's to the point where the kids have no free time to be kids. You know what I mean? I remember my nephew was like that. He was just in everything, always so busy. They were always running around doing something, and then it was kind of like they need time to just be kids and do nothing, and you know, I mean, not do nothing, but you know what I mean, just be kids. But ooh, tough one. I'm Team Edward. Golf does teach you a lot of patience. It does. But I think here, everyone starts their kids out in soccer, and then it might go to either way, like either basketball or baseball. Yeah. They spend all their time on the iPad. Yes. They're babysat by the iPad. They do soccer for you guys? Yeah. Same here. That's a big one. Wait, you never had the luxury of growing up. As a kid, started operating, or should I say start drive large. Oh, so you worked on the farm. The favorite sport, well, soccer is really huge. Like I said, I think it's just because that's what every kid can do in the beginning, because all it does is you're basically just running back and forth. But basketball is also huge here. As you guys know, like our kids from Hawaii, the Hawaii team won the Kids World Series baseball. So that's starting to grow as well. I mean, they're all really popular. I mean, I can't think of one that stands out. If you ask any family, their kids have been in all of them, you know. Yeah, farm life. Rugby union is big. Okay. You own several hundred. Wow. We have football, yeah. Football's, I guess, big too, yeah. But I mean, that's one that's, you know, like not every parent's gonna put their kid in football, right? Because of the dangers and risks and everything. I mean, there's risks in everything, in every sport, but yeah. Hockey's not huge here because we don't really, you know, we don't have ice. We have one ice rink, but that's about it. Field, no, yeah. I think we have lacrosse, but that's fairly recent. Of course, surfing for us. Rugby union game. Okay, no cricket. No. Actually, we have one bowling green, cricket bowling green. It's a club though, and I think it's still at Ala Moana Park Pavilion. They do actually have a green. But I've never seen people out there playing, but it does exist. I don't know cricket pitch. Not sure cricket pitch. Sorry, I'm just going back through your comments. It's huge in India, cricket. Okay. That's like the thing with the thing, and you hit the ball. That thing. Not too familiar with it. My favorite sport, well, the sport that I did was paddling. So I was a canoe paddler. But my favorite sport to watch is basketball. I love watching basketball. I'm still trying to learn like football. I'll watch baseball once in a while, but you know how baseball is. Basketball to me though is exciting. You know the thing with the thing, and you hit the thing on the thing. Yeah, there you'll see all kinds of things on this app. Yeah, and you can be behind the camera, you can be in front of the camera. Yeah, it's nice to be able to watch other people too. You're a golfer but love watching soccer. So when you say soccer, are you talking like actual soccer or football? Is that different? That's different, right? For you guys? Oh gosh, baseball or fishing? I'd have to say baseball. But then fishing, you're by the water, so that's, yeah. Power seat and steersman, nice. I was always in one or two. I was the stroker. You rather be behind the scenes? Yeah, canoe paddler. Soccer, round ball soccer. Okay. Football means 4 codes. Okay. Yes, we're the pace setters. Yes. Hi, Michael. Good to see you. You might be going bowling. I like bowling, like actual bowling, not like cricket bowling, right? I think I did back then. Hi, DJ Willie. Good to see you. Cricket is not croquet. I don't know what either of them are. We don't do them here. Wait, okay, bowling. I like bowling. Cricket is like Australian baseball. Yeah, I get confused with that and the soccer versus football. But yeah, Sean, that's a good way to put it. Soccer with the round ball. Wait, what was I saying? Bowling, yeah. Bowling, I always, and I do this all the time. Even though I think about it now, I'm like, okay, well, next time I go bowling, I'm going to do this. Every time I go, it's always the same. I always aim for the middle arrow. And of course, I don't throw straight, right? It always has the curve. And then I end up in the gutter half the time until the end. And I'm like, oh yeah, I should have like moved over or adjusted. But I always aim for the middle. And then I realize too late. I'm the stroker. Horseshoes. I never really played that. Bowling overarm, no. Cricket can be boring to play. Oh, okay, that's not good. Well, don't they have balls, like different size balls? I would assume the holes would get bigger, right? But, you know, same here with the bowling. Well, not all, but we had several. It used to be kind of big here. And a lot of them closed. So the size is always the same, but it changes weight. So only the weight changes. But the size stays the same. Like even for kids aren't a different size, they're all the same. I guess I never really thought about that. I just thought, oh, it's lighter, it must be smaller. You only tried one. The Stroker and Boatman. If you're just joining in, tell me something about your dad. It's Father's Day. Okay, David, if I'm not here, have a good rest of your evening. Any racing, like what kind of racing? 6'7"? You're tall. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Sailing. We have sailing here. In fact, there's a there's a school, so kids learn sailing. It's pretty neat to watch them maneuver their boats in the marina. The Women's World Cup is going on in France. Okay. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, it's sailing, yeah, is expensive. That would be fun to do. I would love to learn how to sail. Then we need a boat. Who's got the boat? Not goat, boat. Okay, guys, I'm off. Thanks so much for chatting. If you didn't tell me here, tweet me or DM me something about your dad. One word that describes your dad. It's Father's Day on Sunday. I hope I see you guys before then, but if I don't, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. It's big dollars. Yeah, you tweeted, okay, I will look for your story. Goats are good to eat. I ate goat cheese. Goat cheese. Father's Day in September. Is that when you guys celebrate Father's Day? Ours is Sunday. What do you do on eBay? Sell? Or are you looking to buy something? Wait, what's number 30? What's number 30? Oh, you're buying stuff? I had a phase. I had an eBay phase when I was just like, yeah, always like stalking the the auctions, like the bids. I don't even know what I bought. But I haven't been on for a while. All right, guys. My drink's done. My Rubik's Cube is done. I told you the stories about my dad. Now, don't go spreading those rumors about my dad's drunk story. Thank you, guys. Yep, Tina, thank you. Kev, thanks for hanging in there. Miko, David, and all the bubbles I can't see down there. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, or lucky you if it's Friday already. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.